Hello, it is Servitor, and welcome back to another video, my first original video on this channel. It's time for me to talk about Avengers Infinity War. Kind of odd, right? Me talking about a Marvel movie, an MCU movie, and it's not Doctor Strange, and it's Doctor Strange into the Multiverse of Madness, and the Multiverse of Madness is Infinity War, which came out in 2018. And you probably watched all these videos talking about it. Well, this is a retrospective of Avengers Infinity War. Starting today or tomorrow, I'm going through each MCU movie with my little sister. I can get a video on that. And, just see what she thinks of it. And, I was watching Infinity War because I was, watching something on YouTube. I'm like, dang, you know what I want to watch right now? I want to watch Infinity War, so that's what I did. Uh, so I was, what is it? Because I've seen the movie dozens of times. I'm more of an in-game person, but I think I've seen this movie like on TV more than in-game, just because I watched in-game like on my phone a lot more than on the TV, because before I came on Disney Plus or whatever. But I was really surprised by how much Infinity War did on retrospect after watching the new movies like Shang-Chi and Eternals and all the Disney Plus shows like Wanda Vision and Loki, and I'm just really surprised by all the stuff they got away with, or not got away with, that they have done in this movie. It's amazing. So, as you all know, it's a follow-up from Avengers: Age of Ultron and Thor: Ragnarok, with Thanos handling things himself. He pulls up to Thor's ship and decimates half of the remaining Asgardian people, and kill Heimdall, who sends Hulk to Earth, and then kills Loki, and then what he thinks to have killed Thor. So he just killed the new king of Asgard, half of all Asgardians or remaining Asgardians. And wait a second. Just realized he killed half of the Asgardians and then he snapped away, which is even worse if that's the case, because then the last remaining Asgardians, which wasn't really a lot, some of them were like snapped away, which really freaking sucks. If Thor would have gone for the head, but hey, we'll get there when we get there. Um, so what this movie establishes really early on is that, yeah, Thanos, the guy that we've been leading up to since 2012, yeah, he's here, and he's going to decimate everything and everyone in his way of establishing, or I mean, of stopping his mission, which is to gather all the Infinity Stones and equalize existence, population-wise. So just cut the galaxy's, the universe's population in half. That is his goal, and he's willing, and he will stop everyone, as we see later on, even his own daughter, Gamora, his favorite child, to complete his mission. So here we go. We're on Earth, and well, I'm not really gonna go in chronological order from here. I'm gonna go here and there, but I'm gonna take care of everything. I'm gonna make sure that this video is under 20 minutes. So here we go. Earth, blah blah blah. Doctor Strange and Wong about to go out to eat, and then boom, Bruce appears. He's coming. Thanos is coming. The thing that got me crazy on the trailer is that Bruce came back and talking with Doctor Strange, who I didn't really appreciate at the time. Like his movie, like his first movie, it's okay. Like it's average, like really average, possibly a little over average, possibly, but come on, it's no Shang-Chi or whatever, right? So this movie, Hulk, Bruce talking to Doctor Strange, and I like it. I read comics a lot, and whenever I read Hulk and Doctor Strange together. Some crazy stuff always go down. And knowing how faithful the MCU was to the comics, I was just really hyped for it. I'm sorry, that was me going off again. Like, I'm really known for going off on these tangents whenever I'm talking about something. But let's go back. He's coming. Thanos is coming. We cut to Tony talking to Pepper, about having this realistic dream that they were expecting. And Strange appears. Says, hey, yeah, wedding, gonna be cool, but we kind of need you for, like, the fate of everything. She said, like, who are you? How do you know about my wedding? Give me an invitation, something, and who's we? Then Bruce comes out. Hey, Tony, it's been a while. And then, yeah, this is where things start to get serious on Earth. What's it called? This is when the upcoming threat, the incoming threat, I mean, is becoming known here. It's becoming established on Earth. And then we get this dialogue, Doctor Strange and Wong. In the beginning of the universe, there were birthed like 6 Infinity Stones. Hold on, I have my Thanos action figure somewhere over here. Okay, here it is. I'm kind of playing with action figures right now, so, and I have Thanos right here. What? There's 6 Infinity Stones, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, 6 Infinity Stones. The Time Stone, Mind Stone, Soul Stone, Power Stone, Reality Stone, and Space Stone. So yeah, they go off on that, and then Strange's hair is wavy or whatever. It's gonna. Sony says you don't have to be moving your hair right now, and they go out protecting civilians as they're running away from something that is coming onto the planet. And here we go. Is it Maw? Yeah, it's Obadiah. No, Obadiah Stane. I'm sorry. I just watched Sean Chandler talks about. He was talking about Obadiah Stane. Iron Man. Obsidian. It's Obsidian, and I think his name's Maw, right? Yeah. So it's Obsidian, and you have Maw approaching Earth, and during his speech or whatever, you're all about to be seized by the children of Thanos or whatever, and Tony calls him Squidward. Action is about to commence once, we see that Strange and Tony aren't really friends, but they're, obviously gonna work together, fight together to stop Thanos. Hulk refuses to come out. Bruce is embarrassing Tony in front of the wizards. He leaves, and then fight. Fight happens. It's fight time. I have my Spider-Man action figure right here, actually. So, yeah. Here we go. We have Spider-Man coming into the fight. So now with Spider-Man, Tony, Strange, Wong, and not Bruce versus Maw and Obsidian. I feel like that's not his name. That's his name. I just feel like I'm saying it wrong. But yeah, cool fight, especially when they take off Obsidian's arm or whatever, and Bruce just kicks it. And I like how Tony just explained everything that's happening to Peter. Like, yeah, they're 2 space guys who's trying to steal a rock from a wizard. So yeah, I really like how everything is in this movie. Sorry if I'm fanboying out on what's supposed to be a serious retrospective. I planned for this to be a serious retrospective, but here I am actually making it and fanboying over it. So let me actually. Sorry, I had to make sure I had my show muted because I was watching something before this. Um, Strange is taken. Tony and Peter, unbeknownst to Tony, is in space. Um, Wong is protecting the Sanctum Sanctorum, and Bruce is gonna make a phone call. And from there, if I'm right, we cut to the Guardians of the Galaxy doing what they do best. Well, one of 3 things they do best: jamming out on on their spaceship. What's it called? The Milano. Jamming out on the Milano. What else can you do that's not as cool? Before we went. Oh wait, no. This is where we do it. We see them rolling up. You know what I mean? And then Thor bumps into them, more like slams into the Milano, and then they heal him back to health. He talks about what happened, And then they say, yeah, well, Gamora is the daughter of Thanos. And then Thor, who just talked about Thanos killing everyone, is walking up to her. They're all thinking a fight's about to go down. And I respect, like, how if you watch it, none of them are really, how do I do this? Standing up to Thor, like walking up to Thor for Gamora, because she is the most dangerous woman in the galaxy. And if anyone can handle Thor right now, it's going to be her. If anyone can handle him in that Milano without more damage or whatever being taken, it's Gamora. So I really respect how the Guardians of the Galaxy really know each other to a fault. It's great. It's great. Okay, where was I? Sorry. And then he says, "Yeah, bro, family. I get that. I mean, my sister just destroyed our home world and all this. I'm sorry if I'm skipping over minor details, like them making fun of Star Lord from being a sandwich away from being fat and stuff like that, and them just admiring Thor's physicality, which is ironic for in-game. I'm sorry if I'm not going over all this. I'm just talking about the movie in general. Uh, so where are we? Yeah, family. It could be a pain. Either way, they have this plan to divide themselves. With Thor mistaking Rocket as captain. Um, saying yeah, we are going. Rocket says yeah, we are gonna go this way to make this new weapon to stop Thanos, and all you other Guardian members, being Mantis, Gamora, Star Lord, and Drax, will go to nowhere because that's where Thanos is headed to get the Reality Stone. Reality? The purple is the Power Stone. Purple's power, red is reality. I keep forgetting that. To go get the Reality Stone. Purple is power, red is reality. Okay, to get the Power Stone. So that's where Thanos is headed. That's where they're headed. Thor, Groot, Rocket are going to make this grand weapon, which we know after it's made to be Stormbreaker. So yeah, after Thor just takes their food, whatever, they leave. And what happens after that is, not gonna lie, pretty. I like this part. All right, I really do, especially watching it again recently, which was like 2-3 days ago. This is Wanda and Vision finally. They're off the grid, as Tony said earlier, right before the fight with Maw and Obsidian. Obsidian. It's Obsidian. Oh man, I feel so stupid. I'm saying his name wrong the whole time. I hate when YouTubers say someone's name wrong the entire time. I'm like, no, it's this. And I'm possibly doing it right now, which is making myself sort of a hypocrite. Ah, man. Anyway, we get this whole thing with Wanda and Vision. They're off the grid and they're finally settling down. And this is when Corvus Glaive this is when they see what's happening on the news after the stone. They have this whole thing about the stone, how it's talking to him, whatever. And he hopes to one day control it. Wait a minute. Is that Civil War? Anyway, they see that Tony is missing. The threat that the stone is trying to warn him about is here. And right when they realize that, he is quite literally stabbed in the back. But not by Wanda, but by Corvus Glaive. That's his name. Don't wear it out. So after he's stabbed in the back, and this is the beginning of the nerfing of Vision, which I do respect, because if Vision isn't really nerfed in this movie, there's not a lot they could have gotten away with, because Vision would have been full power, and full power Vision is strong enough to go toe to toe with Iron Man, strong enough to go toe to toe with Thanos, strong enough to go toe to toe with the Avengers. So nerf him, okay. Let him have his moments like he do in the movie, cool. They're not betraying the character by any means, because he still has a cool fight scene with Corvus Glaive, and then Wanda has a super cool fight scene with Proxima Midnight. If you want to talk about anyone being nerfed in this movie, it is Proxima Midnight. All right, just go read a few comics. All right, play Future Fight, probably. You know what I mean? And heck, even Contest of Champions, just get respect for how powerful she is in the comics. And then want to talk about someone being nerfed, it's Proxima Midnight. Now that's a big deal because the MCU have its own power scaling rankings. I'm going to get into that here. But Vision's losing his fight. Wanda gets Proxima Midnight off of her and then gets Glaive off of him. It tries to get away. They're shot down, literally. And Vision gets weaker with every hit, every infliction. And before I talk about the end of this whole scene right here, I want to talk about the I Just Feel You moments with Vision and Wanda. I really love it. It's some of my favorite what's it called? Reoccurring things in the MCU, especially because of WandaVision and Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. Anyway, Wanda's about to go up against Proxima Midnight, not knowing her full power. It's about to go up against Proxima Midnight and Corvus Glaive. A battle. I was watching this video, before I continue, Sean Chandler talks about, I was watching this video on how he ranked all the MCU villains, and he talks about the Black Order, aka the children of Thanos. One of them being so powerful, not one character can stop them. They have to team up with one or more characters to stop just one member of the Black Order. That is so interesting because, like I just said, Wanda's about to go toe to toe with two of them and probably lose, not knowing her full power. And her super anxious about Vision being behind her, all damaged and whatever. And if they get past her, they get to him. They bring him to the big guy that the stone is warning him about, and then that's just all bets are off then. All right, she doesn't know what's gonna happen there. She can only imagine the worst. And here comes Captain America. Here comes Captain America. Here comes Falcon. Here comes Black Widow. The Secret Avengers at this time, and yeah, it's a throwdown, and then they make Proxima Midnight and Corvus Glaive retreat, saying you won't get the chance again. It's really cool. It's just I love these fights. You can tell the amount of detail that went into these scenes. It's just watch this movie and then watch, I don't know, Doctor Strange. Watch this movie, then watch like Ant-Man and the Wasp, okay? You can just tell that a whole lot more heart went into this movie. This Endgame and Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness too, because that Captain America Winter Soldier, you can just watch some of these movies and just tell that this had a lot more heart in it than other movies. I'm not saying that other movies aren't as good. I'm just particularly, specifically, the fight scenes is what I'm talking about right now. But yeah, here we go. Past all that, we go to Gamora and her ties with Thanos. We see her planet ravaged by the Chitauri and being being balanced out, to say the least, without me going in detail. And this is when Thanos tests Gamora with this little blade, and once she has it balanced, she says like it's as all things should be. All things should be balanced. Just adding more characters to Thanos and what he thinks, like his whole mindset and his goal, his mission. Then we cut to Gamora, Star-Lord talking. Basically, if he gets me or whatever, you promise me, okay? On your dead mom, kill me, all right? On your mom, just if Thanos gets me, kill me on the spot. I can't tell you why, because you'll be in danger. You'll be in trouble. Just promise me, on your mom, on your dead mom, you will kill me. It's obviously saying a lot if you've seen either of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. Like, you don't just say stuff like that for no reason, alright? And then, like the MCU do best, we cut away from there to Drax. Standing there, eating. How he is perfectly still. I'm talking slowly, and I'm taking these gaps between my speech to be similar to how he was. Is it not working? It's not working. I can tell. Okay, let me stop. But then Mantis come along. Oh, hi Drax, and then Drax just stops. He was sitting there for hours, and then I crack up at it every time. He was sitting there for hours, and then Mantis come along. Oh, hi Drax. Dang it, and just leaves. Ah, man, I love Drax. Drax is crazy. But then here we go. We're in nowhere, and another one of my favorite scenes. Here we go. Gamora, Drax, Mantis, Star-Lord pull up. Thanos is threatening the Collector, and them being Guardians of the Galaxy, having to stop Thanos from getting his hands on the stone, the Infinity Stone. Attempts to stop Thanos, but then Drax loses it, and Mantis have to put him to sleep. But in putting him to sleep, she also drops him, alright? And he lands hard and loud. So, be that as it may, we cut to a scene with Gamora fighting Thanos. And I'm in the theater like, that's it? I mean, that was cool how it happened. A little short, I guess. And then, it's reality. It shows he already has the stone. It shows like Gamora still cares for Thanos even after killing a fake him. She thinks it's a real guy. She feels sad because she's still his father, her father in a way. And whoop-de-doo, you're too late. I have the stones. You knew I'd come. Yeah, I was hoping you come here because you know where the other stone is. I'm literally on the yellow brick road. All right, I have 3 stones at the moment. You're gonna lead me to the 4th. I'm gonna go get the 5th, which Maw is handing to me. Because he went out to get Doctor Strange, and then bada bing, bada boom. Approximate midnight, and Corvus Glaive is getting the Mind Stone. And God forbid, but if either one of them messes up in getting the stones, I'll just handle it myself. Because I know the location. Alright? But I need you, because I have no idea where the stone is. And I knew you come here, so I'm going to need this stone. And then the 2 other stones, and I'll be a god, practically. I'm Sonic, going in supersonic mode. Collecting Chaos Emeralds in here. Get out of here. You don't know what this is. This is Infinity War. This is my movie. It's just featuring the Avengers and Guardians of the Galaxy. But, yeah. Star-Lord, because at this time, Star-Lord is my favorite Guardians of the Galaxy member. And he is faced with a hard decision after Thanos makes quick work of Mantis and Drax. He is in the Collector's room, and it's burning, everything. It's just a total drag. It's terrible to see and witness. And he has to kill Gamora because he promised he would. What was happening here? Oh yeah, and what's his name? And Thanos saying, "You heard her. Do it. Shoot her." So he said, "I told you to go right," or "I told you to go left." You know what he says. And then eventually he pulls the trigger. It's Bubbles. Thanos says, "I like him," and then they leave. Yeah, that was very detrimental to Star-Lord, and not only Peter Quill, but the entire story in general, because with Gamora, he can make his way to the next Infinity Stone, the Soul Stone, one of the coolest stones. If what's happening here, but we don't know it at the time. You know what I mean? Which makes it even cooler. All right, you kind of know she knows where it is. If you haven't read the comics, even if you haven't read the comics, you kind of know she knows where it is, but you don't know for sure. And then once it's said to you, it's like, dang, you feel pain taken away yourself, like you're in the MCU and you're feeling as if you're watching Thanos complete his mission and snap you away. Like, I love the immersion. It's very, what's it called? not non-existent. It's what's it called when it's not spot on? Like it doesn't just flat out say it. It's very nonchalant, but it's there. Um, from there we cut to War Machine, well Rhodes, talking to Thunderbolt Ross. Rest in peace. The actor died not too long ago. Um, really rest in peace. He was super cool for the MCU. He was even in Incredible Hulk. That was his debut movie for this, and that was what the second movie in the entirety in the MCU. It's a very underrated MCU movie as well. It's super cool. It's one of my favorite origin stories like of all time for like movie wise. Origin story movies, not origin stories, but origin story movies like first movies. Um, so yeah, super. Rest in peace, man. Rest in peace. Because with him, he only made the MCU better, and I liked him in Black Widow. Shoot me. But here we go. Um, he's talking to Ross, saying, "Yeah, well, Vision's gone and Wanda's offline." Well, I'm kind of having second thoughts about that. Well, hey. Last time I checked, you had your names on these papers, and then Captain America pull up, and he's tired of being a Boy Scout, what Loki called him in a previous movie, and Tony. So yeah, he said Earth's just lost its best defender. We're not looking for permission anymore. We're acting because not just America is in danger, not a few nations, not half the globe, but the entirety of this planet is like in jeopardy. I'm not gonna have you and your politics get in the way. All right, we already had a political thriller called Captain America: